Hello, we're Gail
and Cindy
from unemployedwoman.com, and we're going to help you learn how to write a cover letter using templates.
A cover letter is a must when sending a resume. The cover letter is your introduction to the employer. It helps them learn more about you and should make them want to read your resume and arrange for an interview. So go into their Word program, and here we're going to go File, and we're going to go New from the templates. And some of the words you can just, some of the word programs on the left side, you can just click letters. On ours we can't, so we're going to do a search. And we're going to type in cover letter. And we're going to get a list of different kind of cover letters that you can choose from. So we're going to pick one for a functional resume. So we're double clicking that. And I'm going to increase the size so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so now on the first line is your name. So you just double click that, and we're going to type in Cindy Lou, and then double click the street address, and we're going to say 100 Main Street. And then we don't need the second line address, so we're going to delete that. There we go. And then we're going to type in city, state, and zip code. So we're going to say Cherry Hill, North Carolina 08234, and then we're going to have our phone number.
When you're putting in a phone number, make sure you're putting in a phone number where you are reachable. If it's your home phone number and you're out on the road all day, you don't want to come home and find a message that's been sitting there from 8 o'clock in the morning. And if it's your cell phone number and you carry that around with you, that's great. And this way you could see who's calling. If you want to pick up the phone right away, great. If you want them to leave a message to give you time to prepare what you might want to say, that's great too. But put the phone number in where you're reachable.
And then we put in our email address. So I'm going to put Cindy@unemployedwoman.com.
When you're putting in an email address, make sure it's a professional email address. If you only have an email address that's not professional, then get yourself a new email address so you can use it for your cover letters and your resumes.
And website, if you have a website, you can add that in. If not, we're just going to delete that out. And then put the date in. So we're going to say that it is January 1st, 2012. And then recipient's name.
It's very important to get a specific name and title of the person that you're sending your cover letter and resume to. You want to get the name of the head or the director of the department that you're applying to, because the strategy is to have your qualifications evaluated by the person who is the authority to hire you. Yes, most of the time the cover letter and resume are going to go to a human resource person, but then they are going to pass it along to the person who's doing the hiring, and it looks really great to them if you've done the research and you have their name in there. You can do this, you can find the name of this person by Googling the company to get the information. If it could be listed on their website. If it's not listed on their website, call the company, ask to speak to the receptionist. Make sure you ask them for the correct spelling of the person's name. If it's impossible to find any information on the person, then it is okay to write Dear Manager or Dear Recruiter.
Okay, so we put the recipient's name, and we'll just say John Smith right now. And then again, you want to get somebody like the director, let's say, of marketing. And put the name of the company down. So we'll say ABC Company. And then you put the street, so 110 Green Street. And we don't need a second address, so we want to delete that out. And then the city and zip code, so we'll say Cherry Hill, North Carolina, again, May 08234. And then this recipient's name here. Okay, so we put who our recruiter is, so it's Dear John. And then here it says name of person that is referring you to this position. So if nobody's referring you to the position, we'll just get rid of this. And then we'll start over here where, let's see, delete that. It says I, and then we'll make it say am, and then we'll say contacting you regarding the open position, and we'll say donor relations manager, position with the company, and then again it was ABC Company, and my educational background in marketing, along with my professional experience, makes me an excellent candidate for the position. And then the second paragraph, as you will see from my enclosed resume, I have more than, we'll say, 15 years experience in the field of marketing. And then you want to say something that makes you stand out on your resume. So in this particular instance, it says here, my resume shows that I have been consistently rewarded for hard work with promotions and increased responsibilities. These rewards are a direct result of my expertise in the area of, I'll say, donor relations. And my commitment to personal and professional excellence and my excellent written and oral communication skills.
And it's always a good idea to demonstrate that you've researched the company. You can do this by mentioning something about the company in your cover letter. And it might be a good place to do that in your second paragraph. You can find something about the company that might pertain to the job you're looking for by going on their website and seeing what you can find out.
Okay, so in conclusion, in our last paragraph, it says if you have any questions, and it says here if you want to schedule an interview, so we're going to get rid of that because it's not if we want to schedule an interview, we want to schedule an interview. So if you have any questions, please contact me at, and then we'll put the phone number here again, 555-222-1010. I look forward to meeting you to further discuss any employment opportunities with ABC Company. Oops. And then you have sincerely, and again your name here, Cindy Lou.
Okay, and you want to make sure that everything in your cover letter is spelled correctly and that the grammar is correct. As far as the spelling goes, use a spell check, and if you have to, go to an old-fashioned dictionary if that's necessary. Keep your cover letter to 1 page, 3 paragraphs, and short. Nothing that's pages and pages. Nobody wants to take the time to read that. Use simple language, proper grammar, and definitely the proper punctuation.
Okay, so again, these cover letter templates are really terrific to use. They make everything so much easier. Just go through them and find out which one fits for your particular position you're applying to. And stay tuned for our next unemployedwoman.com YouTube video for job searching so you can get back to work.